Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing this fine Saturday morning?
Well, I'm enjoying my healthy European lifestyle.
Yeah, with our well-regulated food products, it's actually healthy for you.
That's right. Nothing has ever gotten past European regulations. Nope. They certainly won't change emission standards or serve you horse meat instead of beef meat. Nope. Everything's perfect in Europe, everyone. Don't look twice.
Well, to be fair, those
cows aren't mad. They're just moderately angry.
Yeah, they're just cranky cows. They don't get enough sleep because the weather over there is so weird.
Cranky cow disease.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I'm pretty good today. I'm ready to play Shenanigans.
You're ready?
Excellent.
You know, I'm kind of upset because I was doing therapy with this one little boy at my internship. And I thought he was depressed, explaining anxiety, and it turned out he was just seeing dead people.
Oh, well, that's gotta be pretty easy to deal with.
Kind of inconvenient for me to figure out.
Oh, did you tell your wife about him?
No, I tried to, but she didn't say a word in response. So I guess communication problems.
Yeah. Oh man, those have been going on for a while, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about that.
For the people who are not getting it, there's a reference to a Bruce Willis movie.
A Bruce Willis movie.
Is it? I don't know what you're talking about, Bastian.
No idea.
So, welcome to Shenanigans. How is everyone doing today?
I already made my pun.
I think we already responded to that. Neal.
Yes.
Neal, are you okay? You're repeating yourself.
This is where you ask us where we sit in Shenanigans, Neal.
We're getting there, slowly but surely.
I think there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Uh-oh.
You know who has a lot of sugar in their food? Americans.
I'm for my part enjoying my healthy European lifestyle with our regulated food that is not trying to kill us.
Yeah, sure, it's not.
Yep. All those GMOs, I don't know.
Just your leadership.
What were you up to in this week? Did you have therapy with a little kid?
I didn't actually understand a word of what you just said, so I'm going to pretend you didn't say it. Let's go around the table and introduce all of our characters today, starting with Jason. You're playing a new character named Silden. Who is Silden?
Oh, yeah. He's a pretty kind of plain-looking, he's got brownish hair that's kind of messed up and like blue eyes maybe. He's just a mage named Sildan.
Just a mage. Anything we should know? Is he like 12 feet tall? He's got like a red mohawk. He's got like 6 noses. Any of those like important details that people gloss over?
No, just a human, just sitting there, just drinking a little ale and reading, maybe looking at his spell book. But
a regular human man with like regular facial features and hair colors and eye colors.
Yeah, little what is that called? 5 o'clock shadow.
Okay, all right. Okay, cool. Bastian, you're playing Karasu. Tell us a little bit about Karasu.
He's a bit kind of the opposite of Jason's character in that regard. He is a mongrel man, 7 feet tall, wears a plague doctor outfit, basically plague doctor outfit, that covers his entire body. He has a weird feline-like left leg, a weird wizard-like left arm. Nobody has seen his face yet, so...
Wizard-like left arm?
Lizard. I mean,
lizard-like.
Oh, I was gonna say wizards have different arms than other people.
Lizard.
Well, they're pretty darn scrawny. So.
The character's got wizard arms.
So, you have lizard arms, Bastian?
My left arm is
a lizard arm.
I mean, lizard-like in terms it's bigger, a bit more muscular, and covered in scales. But from under the clothes, you cannot see that. So.
Right, but it's just your left arm that's lizard-like. Everything else is regular human.
No.
He's
my right leg is fine. My left leg is also like a lizard man's.
Okay, so you're just like a mix of... You're like a mongrel, basically. All sorts of different things put together.
Oh my God.
Good.
He's a mongrelman.
Yeah,
He's literally said several times it's mongrelman, Neal.
I want to make sure that we all get it this time, all right? So there's no like, wait a minute, you've got a lizard arm. Where did that come from?
Nobody has seen his face, so I don't need to describe that other than it's a plague doctor, as you can see.
Sure.
And he has
Sure. And Max, who is Zunkin Rushbutt?
Yeah, he is a Minotaurian wizard from Minotauria. And he likes to practice his spells, try to get some fame here in the mainland after he rode his boat for several miles from Minotauria,
It's an impressive task, yeah.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like escaping North Korea.
Yes.
Did I escape from North Korea?
No, you did not. And next is Nick. You're playing Doreen.
Yep, I'm playing Doreen. She's pretty handy.
Is that it?
Do I need to explain it? Okay,
Yeah,
she's got 50 hands taxidermied onto her robe.
There we go. Needs to be said. Anything else about Doreen that we should know? Any other
Plague
oddities?
Affair, she looks a little Blair Witchy.
Cool. And last but not least, we have Rob. You're playing Vignar.
Vignar. I am playing Vignar to the barbarians. He is an ogre.
A full ogre. Not like a half ogre or anything. You're a full ogre.
Yes, none of this half ogre business for Vignar. He is a full ogre.
How tall are you?
Little, small, baby ogres are 9 feet tall. Vignar is 11. Because Vignar goes up to 11.
I see. And have you thought of the complications of playing an 11-foot tall character? What if today's session involves, I don't know, going underground or fitting into small spaces or just going inside at all?
And the grounds will have to make way for Vignar.
All right.
Nothing can contain his majesty of his muscles.
Got it. All right, everybody. This is our party, with the exception of Vignar, who can't fit inside the building. Where's everyone sitting today?
He's looking through a window.
Maybe you can look through a window. Can 11-foot tall ogre fit through a doorway at all?
Of course he can.
He could crawl through.
You could maybe
I mean,
get in.
could you
but-
crawl through like a 3-foot tall doorway?
I guess it's really the width that matters. How deep is Vignar from breast to back?
That depends.
No, I think what
In
really
most
matters.
places, he is 3 feet from front to back, but where it counts, he is 5.
Jesus.
Well, if you're 5 feet, you definitely can't fit through a doorway because they're way less than 5 feet. But maybe.
That is why he has to go through front ways.
Okay. All right. So y'all in Shenanigans somehow.
They got the tables in through the door. Is that not right? They got a freaking centaur in through the door. Is that not also right?
Never gonna give that up.
The centaur is just horse-sized, though. You're 11 feet tall.
I imagine
A
Desmond has to...
centaur is just horse size,
Yeah.
I
and a bulldozer is just bulldozer size.
I imagine Desmond has just a hidden side door for bigger people.
It's just a magic door that he sometimes opens to allow unusually large things in, and then shuts it, and it blends back in with the walls, and no one notices it's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's what happened.
One of the windows actually just grows big enough.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You're all in Shenanigans somehow.
Are we?
Yes, you are. All 55 of you, if you count each hand as its own person.
Wait, what?
What?
because you got 50 hands on you and there's 5 of you. It doesn't matter. So you're sitting
It
around
doesn't
a
equal
bar.
up to that many hands. There would be 60 hands total.
Well, no, because your hands are you're the hands that are still attached to you
It would
are
be
individual
30 people because I took 25 people's hands.
Well, but they've got 50 hands. Each hand now is its own person, its own thing, because it's been severed from its body. And then there's 5 regular people. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. You guys are in Shenanigans. You're at the bar. Actually, you're not at the bar. You are backed into a corner, and hanging out here. What's life like at your table?
Oh, life. What is life like? I tell you, life is very difficult when you are an ogre barbarian who is just trying to make your way as a single dad.
Another single father character?
Yes, there is so many complications and pressures for Vignar.
Well, you think being a barbarian who just swings around a sword all day tough? Well, you should try having to memorize all these spells and just think of all the money I have to spend getting resources and writing these things in my book.
Yeah, I can concur on that. There's a lot of things to keep track of.
Books are for people whose muscles cannot lift a heavy sword. So you lift what is a page weigh. That is nothings. And ideas, how much does an idea weigh? I can lift ideas all day because they weigh nothing.
All right. I challenge the ogre to an arm wrestling competition.
Oh.
At least I understand what an idea is.
Yeah, go Sultan.
I said, at least I understand what an idea is.
Dorian, you're...
nothing. If magic was so powerful, then it would stop me from killing the practitioners, the weak practitioners. Look at this mysterious medallion I have. I took it from an old gypsy woman who cursed me with her dying breath as my sword went through her chest. And what has her curse done to me? Nothing, because magic is weak against Nar.
Yeah, I've got a talisman thingy weird thing I found too. It's nothing.
Well, maybe you are cursed. You just didn't realize it. You just don't realize it yet.
Don't be sorry.
You mages do not understand. If only there was some way you could understand what it is like to be me.
If only you could understand what it's like to be me.
What is this nonsense you say? Now, Vignar is going to stand up in his majestic way. So you, weak, little human mage person, should not get up at the same time Vignar is, because Vignar is standing up to get a drink right now.
No one tells me when I can or can't stand up. I'll stand up whenever I please.
Ow! Our heads, they bumped, and I saw a flash of light. Oh my God!
What's going on?
We must have swapped our bodies. My arms still look like majestic arms to me, but now they must be the weak, girly arms of a mage. Oh my God!
I think he has
Look, I
some
can
sort
barely
of dual
lift
personality
this
disorder.
serving kobold with one finger. I am sorry, kobold. That is the only way I could think of to lift you with one finger. No! What has happened to Vignar?
Oh no, that must mean I'm really stupid right now. Shoot. Well, I guess that means maybe that means I'm really strong.
Of course you are very strong. You are Vignar. You are so strong, you cannot fit through that door sideways now. Oh, what will I do as a weak little mage who must cast spells? Oh no. And now That weak mage has all Vignar's muscles.
Carso has just been sitting there.
all the muscles.
Carso has just been sitting there drinking like ale from a straw because of his mask. And he just puts down the tankard, looks at the ogre form. Let's test if you're stupid now. What is 64 times 15?
64 times 15 is 60-15-4. Everyone knows that.
All right. Stupid.
What?
Of course, everyone knows that.
Okay.
Right, the answer is 960.
What was that? I was reading chat, because reading is the thing I do now, apparently.
Wow, you can read?
Well, this interesting occurrence aside, anything interesting going on? Desmond, is there anything new?
Nope, it's fine. Everything's fine. Go back to your table.
The stupid thing is, this is not even the craziest thing that has happened to me this month. A couple weeks ago, I was a cop who was also taught kindergarten, and last week I had a twin who was also a Danny DeVito.
In any moment, I expect the sheriff to come in and arrest us for copyright.
If he does, I'll just crush
And
him
if
with
they
my
tried
muscles.
to, then I would have to sit here and let it happen, and only that weak little wizard would be able to stop them with his now gigantic muscles.
Yes,
Ah,
I would crush him.
Think about it. Now that you're a weak little wizard, you can experience all the powers of magic.
the powers of magic are weak versus Connar. They're not like muscles. You cannot rub oil on wizard powers. I guess there's a spell called grease, but no.
Oh boy.
Great. So you guys are discussing the pros and cons of magic wizard oil when in through the door walks a fairly noble-looking gentleman. He's in his 40s-ish, maybe early 50s. He's got nice, fine blue clothing that's well decorated and well, what do you call it? Tailored to his form. He walks in, looks around the room, doesn't even bother to go to Desmond, and sees this party of monstrosities. There's an ogre, there's a mongrelman, there's a person with, the mongrelman's also got like the weird, the beaky thing going on. There's a minotaur, there's someone with hands all over their body, and then there's like this normal person, but this normal person is acting like they're giant or something. And
right now I'm trying to drink as much beer as I can to like match what he normally drinks.
Yeah, so it's just this kind of chaotic situation, and there's like a nod of affirmation from the person walking in the door, and they head over towards your table.
Those are the murder hobos only.
Hello there, fine friends. How are you doing today?
What do you need?
Muscly.
Do you need someone
I am weak,
higher?
like a little child now.
You five are more than I could ever possibly have hoped for. This is clearly a match made by the gods for our purposes.
You're right about that.
Yes, this is going to be great. I need you to kill someone for me.
All right. How much are we getting paid for?
Well,
I'll crush him.
let's make sure we're on the same page before we discuss financing. There's a noble, lives in the south of Drekis, who has...
Just one, we have a bulk discount rate.
No, we just need the one, actually.
We have a 2-for-1 deal today.
No. See, this one noble has he's getting a little out of hand. He's been
plenty of hands.
mismanaging his property.
He has many hands.
He's been mismanaging his people. He kind of like he's called up the next 4 or 5 years worth of credit from his folks, because you know how lords can call upon their people to perform services for them for a period of time each year. Well, he's already like overdrawn his people by 5 years for military service and other services and building services, and he rushed a random castle in his village, and it's getting a little bit crazy, and there have been monsters attacking in the area, and rather than like using his calling up of arms to fight the monsters, he's sent his people overseas and has been kind of ignoring the monster problem, and most recently decided that the solution to goblins raiding your villages is to then hire those goblins to be the police officers, the constables, and the sheriffs for those villages, so they'll protect them instead of raiding them. But of course the goblins don't speak common, so now the goblins are wearing badges and stealing from the people, and things are getting really, really, really out of hand. Me and the other nobles in the area really don't like this guy. The princess down there doesn't like the guy. The queen doesn't like. Look, he's a problem, and we kind of just want him gone, and we don't want to start an open war, so we've come to look for people who would kill him and not incriminate us, and look at the 5 of you. If you show up and murder this guy, I mean, all of our problems are solved.
Look at the other side of the story.
That seems like an issue because we'll be charged with murdering a noble?
During all of this,
I mean, maybe, but like, just leave that principality and you'll be fine. And besides, like, no one wants this little stink that we're about to create to really stick around. So anyone who might judge you for this is going to want to bury it as quickly as possible, because it's in all of our best interest to see this guy gone. So if you could, well, it's a 2-parter actually. He's about to execute his sheriff who spoke up against the goblins that have now been like patrolling the area and acting as guards, even though they've definitely not been guarding anything. So he's going to execute his sheriff for doing the right thing. And then, one of the keeps that he's just had built is filled with goblins, manning it. So if we could possibly save the sheriff, that'd be great. Kill the noble, and then if you could drive the goblins off, that'd be fantastic too. But really, we're mostly interested in the death of the leader there.
During all of this, I've been trying to chug beers.
Wonderful.
All right. To the point.
I don't even know what to do with you guys at this point. But yeah, you're
to the point.
I used to be able to drink all these powerful health potions, but no more. I must drink these stupid mana potions.
All right, to the point. What is his name? Where is he exactly?
You wanted me to rip his hand off, right?
No, rip his head off would be preferable. He can live without his hand.
I can do that, yeah.
But if you want to rip the hands off too, that's fine. Whatever gets the job done. And the more monstrous it looks, the less it looks like any of us are involved. So, like...
Sounds fun.
So you want this to be seen by others, or you like to have this done discreetly?
It needs to neither be secret nor terroristic. We can call this an open assassination. The principal matter is that he dies. The visibility and manner in which his death occurs is not important.
Did he put sugar in their bread too?
I don't think so.
Ugh.
But did you know that a lot of bread has sugar in it because of the natural wheat that exists in? About 1.8 grams per 100 grams of bread is actually just from natural sugars occurring within the existing wheat.
And do not forget about the honeys.
Yeah.
Flavoring the bread with the honeys adds sugars, but they are natural sugars.
Well, I mean, we can have a discussion about whether natural sugars are any better than added sugars, when really, I mean, glucose is glucose.
Because they are natural.
That was my constitution check, just so you know.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
What are you, a California hippie? Just because it has the word natural in it doesn't make it good for you.
Like sea snake venom. It is all natural, so it is better.
All right. What do you pay us? The normal rate for murdering a noble goes quite high.
What is the normal rate for murdering a noble?
Well, I would guess it's about
Over 9,000 gold.
It is about 1,000 gold, I think. Oh, no, 10,000 gold.
10,000 gold.
Yeah, 10,000.
Yeah, I'm definitely not paying you guys 10,000 gold. Like, I can go to any other table in this bar and get this thing done for way less than
go
that.
to any other table at the bar and hire someone to do it. But you could not go to any other table at the bar and get this thing done.
Let's say we do you a special favor and do it for 10% of the price.
We'll rip his hands and his head off.
1,000 gold in total.
That is a good point. It's an issue if I keep his hands.
I do not want 1,000 gold. I want 100,000 coppers.
Sweet Jesus.
How about, okay, 200
Sweet
gold.
Martha.
200 gold for each of us.
Just so
20,000 copper for the wizard. For the normal looking wizard.
All right, look, you're just a bunch of freaks of nature hanging out together in this bar. Why don't I give you a reasonable price that you can accept and hope to make, and we'll ignore your crazy market theories, okay? Crazy person with the mask who will never ever get hired for a real job anywhere in life.
1,000 gold is quite acceptable.
Of course I'll get hired. I've got all the muscles.
yeah, we had to create like a love potion for
No
someone
one will
2 weeks
hire
ago, and we
Vignar
got
now.
1,000 gold with that.
Vignar is just a crummy little wizard with one spell, and then he has to rest.
All right. We'll call it 1,000 gold.
It's agreeable, a bit on the low
Big
side.
number. It's a big number.
100,000 copper.
More.
1,000 gold.
I can't count it on my hands.
1,000 coppers. As a wizard, now I can do useless things like talk about numbers.
Lovely.
So what is this noble's name? Where exactly lives he?
Most of us are, Lord Ashen, Lord blah, blah, blah. We go by our last names typically.
Yeah,
Despite
blah, blah, blah.
running a village, the noble in question goes by his first name. He insists on being called Lord Stephen. He thinks it's going to make his people like him more because they'll be talking to him on a first name basis. I don't think he realizes that having goblins patrol the streets is really not helping him connect with his people. And I think he really cares but that his people love him way too. I mean, Lord Stephen, it's a terrible name. It's just downright terrible.
So you're Lord who now?
I find it ironic that his first name is Lord and that he is a noble.
No.
What kind
His
of
first
last
name
name
is Stephen.
Anyway,
No, you have it backwards.
So he's Steven?
he's Stephen Lord.
Lord Steve.
Lord
You know what?
Stephen Lord.
It doesn't matter.
Stupider.
Doesn't matter, guys. I'll just give you directions to where he lives, and then
That's
you
true.
guys can take care of the details.
That's true. His name won't matter when he has no head or hands.
Yeah.
Show us on this map where he lives.
Sorry, what's your name again, sir?
James.
James.
It's nice to meet you.
It's a good name.
And what
Yeah.
lord?
Because I am a wizard and I am smart now, I think you should pay us extra not to learn about his side of the story and find out that he is the one that is in the right.
I don't
I'm
think
fairly
that's-
confident that if you look into his side of the story, you'll be in agreement with me.
The villains always think that.
I'll rip his hands off either way, don't worry.
All right, I'm getting really mixed signals from this group, so why don't you guys just do your thing, and when he's dead, there'll be some money waiting for you here. And if you fail, or
I like money.
you rip off hands but don't kill him, or you
No,
look
he'll
into
die.
his side of the story and you think that the goblins are really the good people and that his people are actually villains that need to be oppressed by goblin rule, and
No,
that the
goblins
sheriff
are
is
disgusting.
corrupt and just trying to hold on to power, then, we'll just call it a wash and you'll just be more of the monsters that he lives around. It'll be fine.
All right. We can do
Anyway,
it, right, guys?
could you please show us on this map where he lives?
Of course we can do this. Vignar can do anything. Oh, but I am not Vignar now. Oh,
I'm Vignar now.
you are so lucky. You
Something like
now
that.
have the majesty of being Vignar.
So this place is way to the south. It's off the map, actually. It's way, way to the south, way off the map.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get going then.
Wow.
Cool.
Is
Actually-
it how much way off the map? Is it like double the map size?
No. It's like 150 miles as the crow flies. So if you take the road, it'll probably be for 8 days to get there. It'll be like a week to get there.
Just
What's the name of the place?
It's a little backwater village called.
Neal?
I didn't come up with a name with it. That's what it's
Wait,
called.
What's the
Wait.
closest village?
Ah, yes. Neal's famous preparations.
We're gonna call it.
Hold on.
We're gonna call it Springfield.
See, the guy's still here.
Yeah, he's still here.
I know
All right.
this Springfield.
So,
It is right next to Shelbyville.
what's your deal of us also raiding the castle he's built?
Well, the castle's armed with goblins, so if you want to go in there and kill all the goblins, more power to you. Would love that. People there
Do you
would
need
love
their
that. You'd be a
hands
hero.
too?
No, you can keep the hands.
Oh,
The
okay.
castle probably shouldn't have any loot. I mean, really, the people there are impoverished and suffering. So if you like steal all the money from Lord Stephen, then it's kind of like you're stealing from the people, and so I'm not really thrilled with that idea. Because that's like hard-earned tax money that needs to be reinvested into the economy.
From all the people at
Gotcha.
once from one location.
But what about personal objects? The jewelry of his. That's
Now,
fine.
also, how are we going to find you again?
Oh, you won't. Yeah, hopefully we'll never meet each other again. But rest assured that I will leave money with your barman here.
Gotcha.
If you don't, hands.
Hands, yeah, hands, got it. This is a mutual trust thing that we're doing here. I've told you my name and that I want you to kill someone, and I'm agreeing to pay you, and we're just agreeing that we'll abide by our agreements.
Gotcha.
Now, we can find you if we don't hold your side of the deal. And Karasu, repeat.
Hey,
What
has anyone ever failed to pay you for work that you've done?
what did he say his name was?
I've never been
James.
paid.
And he will, in his voice, exactly mimicking his voice. I'm James.
That's a neat trick.
I can also speak Goblin, so that's.
Did you guys switch too?
Oh, it's sweet.
Oh, no, with so many plot lines, this is too confusing.
I
Give us
can
the-
remember how you
You
smell
could
like
be a B story at best.
in case I have to
Or
find
body
you.
switching.
Well, remember, the sheriff is being executed in about 8 or 9 days. So
But
if you could,
you don't want him executed, right?
What, I mean, if you could keep the sheriff alive, that'd be fantastic. He's a
I'll rip
good
the hands
man.
off the,
Like, we
I'll
should
rip the
get a
hands off the
bonus for
executioner, swing an axe then.
We should get a bonus for saving him. Like that's like an extra task that it's. Yeah, that's that we.
I mean, look, if we're going to
like
renegotiate
bonus.
our contract, then I'm going to say the 1,000 gold is for rooting the goblins, killing the noble, and saving the sheriff. Those are the three things that I asked you to do.
Just killing the lord, that's fine.
So then
We
I
will
guess
try.
we'll bring down that amount then. I mean, the deal was done, and you want to renegotiate it there, Mr. Minotaur.
no,
So
We don't want to renegotiate. And Karasu just puts his right hand forward to shake his, which looks like a normal human hand, only in blood.
yeah, if you don't mind, I'm not going to shake the hand of the weird masked man that's kind of freaky looking, that mimics other people's voices, and is friends with the ogre and the woman with all the hands. You just kind of freak me out, and I'm a little bit concerned if I shake your hand, you're going to steal my soul. So
about the
maybe we
my
can drink
glorious-
to it.
What about
Yeah.
my glorious muscled hand?
Understandable. You
Let's
could
just drink
take
to
my
it.
normal human hand.
Yeah.
That's
Rough.
I'm just gonna let's just drink to it, guys. All right, cheers.
all right. Let's drink to it.
Much better. All right, cool,
Try to chug it.
Nah.
excellent. All right, well, good luck. I'm gonna go leave some money with your innkeeper, and good killing.
Yeah, Mezdon.
I don't know what that means.
What's his name?
Good killing is redundant.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
logo now.
everybody. We have about a little more than a week. Let's go.
9 days until he gets executed, right?
8 or 9 days, a period of time.
Real specific timing.
Wow.
Well, you never know when things are actually going to be carried out. It's not like there's an execution schedule and it's like, Friday, everyone come on down to the town square where we're going to kill so-and-so.
I think it is exactly.
That's just bad advertising. there should really be a
I think
set
that is what they
schedule.
do because they have no televisions in this time.
Well, you know what? It is Lord Stephen after all, and he's not one to be prompt. He kind of just does things willy-nilly, so it'll be fine. What preparations do you guys need before you get down there?
We get some rations.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. You can all buy all the food that you need. You're going to basically need 2 weeks of traveling food.
Yeah.
So
you have tents and stuff for camping and all that.
All right, Neal. I'm gonna buy an even bigger robe than the one I already have,
robe.
so I can put it over my robe of hands, so I can't be easily identified.
So you'll just be a short woman in a very, very bulky robe
Yep.
with like bulky, bulging muscles anywhere that the robe touches her, except for like the chest area that's covered in hands.
I'm pretty sure like most of the whole thing is covered with hands,
Okay.
but like I'll be still wearing my hand robe and then just a bigger robe over it.
Ah, I see you are a handmaiden. That must be doing very well on HBO or something.
I will rip more hands off for you.
I have a bone saw.
It's okay. I can just tear them off.
That damages the hands. Don't mess with
Neal,
my hands.
Neal, just because taking the barbarian kit, it says I have to spend all my money ahead of time.
Yeah.
I didn't have to buy any armor because Vignar's muscles are his armor.
Wonderful.
Not
So
anymore.
I had a lot of money, so basically all the extra money, we'll just say, went into making like a mug out of a skull, like covered in gold and with whatever jewels and everything.
Oh, God.
For it.
It always seems like such a great idea until you go to drink from it and the ale and wine or whatever just kind of pours right out through those eye sockets.
That's why you put like a sheet of gold over there.
On the inside? So like the eyes are backed with gold?
Like, yeah, like in the inside of the eye, so there's not actual holes there.
Maybe you paint it on the outside a bit black so it still appears.
Do we have a mule? If not, then I'll buy one.
I've got a cart that's not a mimic this time.
I guess I buy rations for the stupid barbarian or the stupid wizard who is too weak to buy his own.
It says I can keep a few gold, but I figured I would spend money on rations since I had to spend them all ahead of time. A cart. If only I was still magnificent Vignar, I could simply carry everything.
How much do rations
Now I
weigh?
cannot.
2 pounds for 3 pounds for a day's worth of food for 20 copper.
Okay. Well, I've got no equipment, so I think I can carry it.
I'm gonna buy
the exact same thing. Good.
I'm gonna buy a mule for the cart. If you already have the cart.
I have a cart. I have a donkey.
Oh, you do? Okay.
In fact, I just rolled for the new donkey's HP because I realized the one I had written down was for the old donkey that died when we lost the cart because it was a mimic.
So do you have a new cart then?
Yes, I bought a new cart
Okay,
and the
good.
new donkey at the end of the other
A non-mimic card.
Yes.
I'll put my rations on there if you don't mind.
Yeah, whatever. Put stuff on the cart. It's going to be used for hands, so just know that.
I'll just exclude the weight from my
Bless you.
character.
I just
All right.
carry all my stuff because I'm muscular.
Excellent. We're going to go to our first break before you guys head out, and I hope that Rob and Jason have figured out how this Silden Vignar stuff is going to work. I just trust you figured all this out. So we'll see you on the other side of our break with a little bit more shenanigans. Bye-bye.